You are burning daylight and you do not even realize it. Every single morning, you wake up with 24 hours of potential, 24 hours that could reshape your entire existence. And within the first 60 minutes, you have already surrendered. You have already given your power away. You reach for your phone before your feet touch the ground. You scroll through other people's lives before you have even acknowledged your own. You fill your mind with noise, with opinions, with manufactured urgency that has nothing to do with your actual purpose. And then you wonder why your days feel empty, why your goals remain distant, why transformation always seems just out of reach. Carl Jung understood something most people never grasp. Your morning is not just the start of your day. It is the psychological foundation for everything that follows. The habits you enact in those first crucial hours determine whether you live from a place of inner authority, or whether you spend your entire day reacting to external demands, chasing validation, performing for an audience that does not care about your actual growth. Stop wasting your mornings. Stop giving away the most powerful hours you have. Stop pretending that scrolling is harmless, that procrastination is just a bad habit, that you will somehow find time later to do the work that matters. You will not find time. Time is not lost. Time is spent. And right now, you are spending it on everything except the transformation you claim to want. There are 5 habits that will allow you to own your 24 hours instead of being owned by them. These are not productivity hacks. These are not motivational tricks that fade by noon. These are psychological practices rooted in Jungian depth, practices that integrate your shadow, strengthen your will, and align your daily actions with your deepest purpose. Master these 5 habits and you will never waste another morning. Ignore them and you will continue living the same year over and over, wondering why nothing ever changes despite all your intentions. The first habit is this. Wake up and immediately establish psychological sovereignty before the world makes its claim on you. This means no phone, no email, no social media, no news, no input from any external source for the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day. This is non-negotiable. When you reach for your phone within moments of waking, you are enacting a form of psychological surrender. You are saying that your internal state is insufficient, that you need external validation or stimulation to feel real, to feel oriented, to know what to think. This is the ego defending itself against the encounter with the self. Jung saw that most people are terrified of their own company. They are terrified of silence. They are terrified of what might surface if they stop filling every moment with distraction. But that terror is precisely why you must do this. Because what you are avoiding in the morning is what controls you all day long. Establishing sovereignty means you sit with yourself first. You breathe. You notice what is present in your body, in your mind, in your emotional state. You do not judge it. You do not try to fix it. You simply acknowledge it. This is the practice of meeting yourself before you meet the world. And when you do this consistently, something profound shifts. You stop being reactive. You stop needing constant stimulation. You stop giving your attention away to whoever shouts loudest. You become grounded in your own psyche instead of scattered across 1,000 external demands. This is not about becoming isolated. This is about becoming integrated. This is about having an internal reference point that does not collapse the moment circumstances change. Your morning sovereignty is your power. Guard it, protect it. Do not negotiate it away for the illusion of staying connected or being productive. The world can wait 60 minutes. Your emails can wait. Your notifications can wait. But your relationship with yourself cannot wait any longer. You have been postponing this encounter your entire life. Start today, right now. Tomorrow morning when your alarm sounds, do not reach for your phone. Reach for yourself first. The second habit is to move your body with intention before your mind starts running its unconscious patterns. Physical movement is not optional. It is foundational. Your body is not separate from your psyche. Jung understood that the unconscious expresses itself through the body, through tension, through posture, through the energy you carry or suppress. When you wake up and immediately sit at a screen, when you go from lying down to sitting down without ever fully inhabiting your physical form, you remain disconnected. You remain fragmented. Your mind races, but your body stays dormant. And this split creates the anxiety, the restlessness, the sense of being overwhelmed that plagues you throughout the day. Move your body first thing, not later. Not when you find time, first thing. This does not require a gym. This does not require equipment. This requires commitment. Walk, stretch, do push-ups, practice yoga, lift weights, run. The specific activity matters less than the act of intentionally inhabiting your body before your day begins. When you move, you discharge accumulated tension. You integrate what your psyche has been processing during sleep. You signal to your entire system that you are awake, that you are present, that you are ready to engage with reality instead of just thinking about it. Most people live entirely in their heads. They think about moving. They plan to exercise. They know they should be more active, but knowing changes nothing. Action changes everything. And when you make movement the second thing you do after establishing sovereignty, you create momentum. You build discipline not through force, but through embodiment. You learn that your body is not an obstacle to overcome. It is a resource to honor. It is the vessel through which you experience everything. Treat it accordingly. When you move your body every morning, you own your energy instead of being owned by lethargy, by resistance, by the inertia that keeps most people trapped in patterns they claim to hate. You become someone who acts instead of someone who just thinks about acting. And that identity shift, that transition from passive to active, changes how you show up for everything else in your day. The third habit is to feed your mind before the world feeds it for you. What you consume in the morning shapes your consciousness for the entire day. If you wake up and immediately scroll through news designed to trigger fear, through social media designed to provoke comparison, through content that has no connection to your actual goals, you are programming your mind for distraction, for reaction, for emotional volatility. You are letting algorithms decide what you think about, what you value, what you believe is important. This is insane. This is giving away the one thing you actually control, which is your attention, your focus, your mental space. Feed your mind intentionally. Read something that challenges you. Read philosophy. Read psychology. Read something that expands your understanding instead of just confirming what you already believe. Listen to something that elevates your thinking instead of just entertaining you. Engage with ideas that demand your full attention instead of content designed to be consumed passively while you do something else. This is not about becoming intellectual. This is about taking responsibility for your own mental development instead of outsourcing it to whatever content happens to cross your screen. Jung believed that individuation requires constant dialogue with ideas larger than your immediate concerns. It requires exposing yourself to perspectives that challenge your assumptions, that reveal your blind spots, that force you to think instead of just react. Most people avoid this. They prefer comfort. They prefer content that makes them feel good, that validates their existing worldview, that does not demand anything from them. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort keeps you small. Comfort keeps you repeating the same patterns while expecting different results. Dedicate the first 20 to 30 minutes of your mental engagement to something substantial, something that matters, something that will still be relevant years from now. Not gossip, not outrage, not the manufactured drama that will be forgotten by tomorrow. Build your mind daily, strengthen your capacity for deep thought, develop the ability to hold complex ideas without needing simple answers. This is how you own your intellectual life instead of renting it from platforms that profit from your distraction. The fourth habit is to clarify your intention for the day before the day clarifies it for you. Most people move through their days reactively. They respond to emails. They attend meetings. They handle whatever urgency presents itself. And at the end of the day, they feel exhausted but cannot identify what they actually accomplished. They were busy but not purposeful. They were active but not intentional. This is the difference between spending time and investing time. Spending time is reactive. Investing time is strategic. Every morning after you have established sovereignty, after you have moved your body, after you have fed your mind, you must clarify your intention. What is the one thing that if you accomplish it today will make this day meaningful? Not 10 things, one thing, not everything on your to-do list. The one thing that actually moves you toward the life you are trying to create. Write it down, make it specific, make it achievable within the day, and then organize everything else around that one priority. This is not about productivity for productivity's sake. This is about psychological alignment. Jung taught that when your conscious actions align with your unconscious values, you experience a sense of meaning, of purpose, of being engaged with something larger than immediate gratification. But when there is a gap between what you say you value and how you actually spend your time, you experience fragmentation, anxiety, a sense of wasting your life. Clarifying your daily intention closes that gap. It ensures that you are living your values instead of just thinking about them. Do not let the world decide what matters today. You decide. You set the intention. You identify the priority. And then you protect that priority from all the noise, all the urgency, all the demands that will try to pull you away from it. This is ownership. This is agency. This is what it means to live your life instead of being lived by circumstances. The fifth habit is to practice silence as a non-negotiable bookend to your morning. After you have done the work of establishing sovereignty, moving your body, feeding your mind, and clarifying your intention, you must return to silence. Not the same silence you began with. This is different. This is reflective silence. This is the practice of integrating everything you have just done, of allowing it to settle into your psyche, of creating space for your unconscious to respond. Sit for 10 minutes. Breathe. Do not try to achieve anything. Do not try to be productive. Just be present. Notice what has shifted. Notice what clarity has emerged. Notice what resistance is still present. This is the practice Jung called active imagination. The capacity to hold space for the unconscious to communicate without forcing it, without interpreting it prematurely, without drowning it in more external content. Most people are addicted to constant doing. They cannot sit still. They cannot be with themselves without needing to be entertained or distracted or solving something. But transformation does not happen in constant motion. It happens in the pauses. It happens in the silence. It happens when you create space for integration instead of just accumulating more information, more tasks, more distractions. This final silence is where everything you have practiced in the morning consolidates. It is where your body, your mind, your emotions, your intention all come into alignment. And when you step into your day from this place of alignment, you are unshakable. Not because nothing will challenge you, but because you have already established your ground. You have already connected with yourself. You have already chosen your priority. You are no longer waiting for the day to tell you who to be. You already know. These 5 habits are not complicated. They do not require hours. They require commitment. They require you to stop negotiating with yourself. Stop making excuses. Stop pretending you do not have time. You have exactly the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference is not in how much time you have. The difference is in how you use it. Winners use their mornings to build psychological strength, to clarify purpose, to align their actions with their values. Losers use their mornings to escape, to distract, to postpone the life they claim to want. You are at a choice point right now. You can continue wasting your mornings, continue giving your power away, continue wondering why your life never changes despite all your good intentions. Or you can implement these 5 habits starting tomorrow and watch everything shift. Your energy will increase, your clarity will sharpen, your sense of purpose will strengthen. You will stop feeling like a victim of circumstances and start feeling like the creator of your life. Jung said that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Your morning habits are where you make the unconscious conscious, where you stop being controlled by patterns you never chose, where you reclaim authority over your own existence. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until you feel ready. Start now. Start tomorrow. Wake up and establish sovereignty. Move your body, feed your mind, clarify your intention, return to silence. Do this every single day and you will own your 24 hours instead of being owned by them. This is your life. This is your one chance. Stop wasting it. Stop postponing it. Stop pretending that someday you will finally get serious about transformation. Someday is not a day of the week. Today is the only day that exists. And what you do with your morning determines what you do with your life. Choose wisely. Choose powerfully. Choose yourself. Every single morning, without exception, without negotiation. This is how you transform. This is how you win. This is how you finally become who you were always meant to be.